Hi guys, here's Max. He doesn't want to be on the chair again, but he has to look it down. What are you doing? They're trying to say hi to you. Look. Say hi. Say hi. Hi everybody. Say happy Halloween. Or whatever you believe in, right? So not everybody celebrates Halloween. We know that, right? Yeah. Tired? You tired? Okay, I'll put him down. Say bye-bye. See you bye-bye. Hi guys. I have my Halloween ears on. I'm a kitty cat right now. Okay? Just for right now. Just for right now. Anyway, I bought these at Target for like $1, so I thought they were fun. They're kind of sparkly. You can see that or not. Anyway, before I get started, make sure your name is on your purple paper like this. If you don't have the purple paper, make sure you go ahead and get that paper. Okay? So the first one, well, actually, before we even get started, I want to talk about a few definitions first, okay? So the word polygon, I told you that's the word that we needed to know, right? So I wrote it down in here. Polygon is a closed figure with straight lines. So if you learn anything about polygons, that's like the main thing that you need to know again. Closed figure with straight lines, meaning it has no openings and nothing curved. So going on that, what is not a polygon? Okay? Not polygons would be a circle, an oval, a heart, because they all have curved edges on them. Or even a figure that is not closed. In this case, these are all not polygons because they still have these little openings here that just don't work. Alright? So these are your not polygons, or non-polygons, if that's what you want to say. Okay? I'm starting on question number I'm starting on question number 3. That is on this side where it says page 2. I don't know if you can see that or not. It says page 2 right here. So I'm starting on question number 3. And it's this big graphic organizer. Guys, this is called a graphic organizer. Okay? A graphic organizer, graphic meaning a picture that organizes your information. Okay? However, this graphic organizer is not correct, and they want us to fix it. So if I read the question number 3, it says, this diagram is not correct. The word polygon on the diagram should be changed to what? So if you notice over here, we have the word polygon. Okay, so they're saying that that is wrong. So let's look at our graphic organizer before we even get moving. We have quadrilateral up at the top, and that's going to be for this whole big circle here, all the way around. And then here we have parallelogram in this circle, and anything that's within this circle, we have our rectangle, we have our square, and then we have our rhombus. So what they're saying here, guys, is that your parallelograms, and we talked about this in our journal, they're saying that the rectangle, the square, and the rhombus are all parallelograms, okay? And the reason the square is in the middle is because we talked about this yesterday in our notes. A square can be a rectangle, but a rectangle cannot be a square. And we also talked about how a square can be a rhombus, but a rhombus cannot be a square. That's why he's hanging out here in the middle. He's both of those things. He's both a rectangle and a rhombus, the square. Remember, he's a big man on campus. He can do whatever he likes, okay? He's got everything going for him. And then hanging out over here, we have a polygon, okay? And then going back to everything within here must be a quadrilateral. So polygon is not a specific enough answer to be in this quadrilateral circle. So looking at your answer choice, you have trapezoid, quadrilateral, hexagon, and then octagon. Okay, so first of all, the definition of a quadrilateral, we talked about the word quad. Okay, what does quad mean? You should answer that quad means 4. So quad is a shape, or quadrilateral is a shape with 4 sides. Okay, we talked about this in our notes yesterday. A quadrilateral is a shape with 4 sides. Okay. Now let's talk about trapezoid, hexagon, and octagon, because those are our 3 other answer choices that I want to talk about. So a trapezoid we talked about yesterday as well, looks something, well, let me close it up because otherwise it's not a polygon. Looks something like that right here, okay? We have the two parallel sides, one pair of parallel sides. Remember, those parallel sides are never going to touch. Over here, I'm going to do the hexagon. Hex means 6, so hexagon has 6 sides to it. Okay. Remember, I'm not a perfect artist, so these are just rough sketches of these shapes. We have the trapezoid, the hexagon, and then the octagon. We talked about octa. Octa means 8. So octagon is going to have this shape with 8 sides. Seven. Oh, I messed up. I see why I messed up. Oh well. Like I said, I'm not an artist, so this is like the best I could do right now. I'm kind of sleepy too. So this is my octagon. I know it's not perfect. Just play along with me, okay? Again, the hexagon has 6 sides, and the octagon has 8. Okay? And then how many sides does our trapezoid have? It has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. And then let's go back to our definition of quadrilateral, a shape with 4 sides. So the only one that falls in this category of a shape with 4 sides is the trapezoid. So going back to the question, we said that everything that was within this big circle had to be a quadrilateral. So a rectangle is a quadrilateral, a square is a quadrilateral, a rhombus is a quadrilateral, but a polygon is not. So looking at our answer choices, the only one that could also be a quadrilateral would have to be A, the trapezoid. Okay? That would be A, the trapezoid. Alright, moving on. Let's move on to that same side, but question number 4, which is down here at the bottom. Okay? It says, look at the diagram. It says, which is an example of a triangle that is both scalene and right? Okay, so I want something that fits in between both of those things because I want it to be scalene and I want it to be right. So first of all, let's write our definition for scalene. A scalene triangle is a triangle with with no sides equal. A triangle with no sides that are equal. Okay? So none of the sides are equal. Remember that the n in scalene reminds you that scalene has none of the sides equal. None of the sides. So a triangle with no sides that are equal. Okay. Let's talk about a right triangle. Okay. So on this side they're talking about sides. This side they're talking about angles. Okay. So a right triangle has one angle that is exactly 90 degrees. And again, guys, this is all in our journal notes that we took. So even if you don't get to finish watching the video, you have it here in your journal. So you don't necessarily have to watch the video in order to get the answer right. So a right triangle is one angle that is exactly 90 degrees. Remember that exactly 90 degrees means that you're going to have that little square in the corner to indicate a 90-degree angle or to show a 90-degree angle. Okay, so looking at our answer choices here for number 4. Oh, and I do expect these notes to be on your paper, since it's not exactly like doing multiplication or adding or subtracting. You need to be labeling everything that you can think of. Like your paper should be covered in words. Okay, this is just like when you have to label a dot plot or a dot graph or a bar graph or anything like that, or a stem and leaf plot. You need to be labeling. That's how I'm going to be taking your grade on this. Not just that the answer is right. If you're not going to show the work, you need to be showing the work. So I need to see all the little words that go along with this paper. Okay, so again, going back to the question. Okay. Your first answer choice shows a triangle that has only one line in each side. Okay, this is telling me that this side, and this side are all the same to each other. However, a scalene triangle, if we go back to our notes, is a triangle with no sides that are equal. Okay? So that tells me that F has to be out because on F, all the sides are equal. Also, we don't have a right angle on this triangle either. Okay? On letter choice H, we have two sides that are the same. No, none of the sides are the same, I'm sorry. You have one line here, two lines on the bottom, and then three lines here. You can see that very well. This is indicating to me that none of the sides are the same. 1, 2, 3. So there are three different indicators there. So none of these sides are the same. And also, we don't have a right angle here on this one either. Okay. Let's go to answer choice G. On G, we have one line, two lines, and three lines. Okay. That is telling me that it is a scalene triangle. However, none of the, it does have a right angle as well. So it could be our answer. Let's double check the last one. On the last one, we have two sides that are the same, and we have a right angle. Okay, so we do have the right angle. However, this is not a scalene triangle because they told us on a scalene, or we know that on a scalene triangle, none of the sides can be the same. So the only choice that shows none of the sides the same and a right angle would have to be answer choice G over here. Answer choice G. None of the sides are the same and we have that right angle here. Okay. Remember, that little square indicates a right angle. Okay. Moving on, we're going to go to on the other side. The other side, I'm talking about the side that says page 1 right here. The other side is showing me, I want to talk about question number 3 that looks like this. And it has a bunch of little different, they're called subsets, okay? It's like you're sorting them into smaller groups, okay? So what I've done is I wrote it the same thing, a little bigger on here, and I just kind of abbreviated. So this is rectangle, trapezoid, quadrilateral, hexagon, polygon, quadrilateral, parallel, and circle. Okay. Now there's already an answer choice that I can get rid of on here, and I'm not sure if you're noticing it, but I'm seeing that I can get rid of answer choice B here. A parallelogram and a circle. Okay. Remember, we're talking about polygons. And we already know that a circle is not a polygon. So we're going to get rid of answer choice B because a circle, they're just trying to trick us here. So answer choice B is already out for us. Okay. Let's go back to answer choice A. On answer choice A, they said a rectangle and trapezoid. So what they're saying is a trapezoid is a type of rectangle. Okay. So think about what you know about a rectangle. A rectangle is a four-sided shape. Two sides on the top and the bottom are the same length, and then left and right side are also the same length. And a rectangle also has four angles that are exactly 90 degrees. But if you look up your trapezoid in your journal, does a trapezoid have four 90-degree angles? It doesn't. So a trapezoid cannot be a type of rectangle. So we know answer choice A is also out. Let's look at answer choice C. This is quadrilateral and hexagon. Okay. We know a hexagon is a shape with 6 sides. Hex means 6, and quadrilateral means 4. So they're saying a hexagon is a type of quadrilateral. Again, if you go to your journal, you can identify your quadrilaterals by the way that we did them in the journal. And we already know that a hexagon does not fall under the quadrilateral. Again, a hexagon is 6 sides and the quadrilateral is 4 sides. So this is going to be out as well. That leaves us with answer choice D. Let's check. Is a quadrilateral a type of polygon? We know that it is from our notes. We know that a quadrilateral is a four-sided shape. Quadrilateral is a four-sided shape, a closed figure, which falls under the polygon answer choice. So on number 3, I believe, on page 1, that is answer choice D. All right, one more, and then y'all will be good to go on your own. And I'm looking at question number 4, where it's talking about Asher drew the diagram below. I'm talking about this one right here. Okay. It says, what does Asher's diagram show? Okay. So I drew it a little bit bigger here. Okay. Again, this is a type of graphic organizer, and I abbreviated again just for the sake of space. We have our quadrilateral, which we know is a four-sided shape, right here. Okay. Then we have our trapezoid, again, that's a four-sided shape. We're not going to write anything yet. And then our parallelogram. Remember, a parallelogram has to have two pairs of parallel sides in order to be a parallelogram. Okay. So most of our quadrilaterals fall under the parallelogram as well. So let's look at our answer choices and see what they say. It says, letter choice F says all trapezoids are quadrilateral. Okay. Now, since the trapezoid is a subset, or it's like coming down from the quadrilateral, that answer choice A could be true. So let's just keep that one in our pocket and keep on moving. G says all trapezoids are parallelograms. Now, there is not a connection from the trapezoid to the parallelogram. They are both connected to the quadrilateral. However, these two are not connected to one another. So answer choice G doesn't really work for us, where it says all trapezoids are parallelograms. There is no connection between these two. So answer choice G is not going to work for us. H says all squares are trapezoids. Okay. First of all, nowhere on here does it talk about squares. So that automatically tells me that answer choice H is out as well. And then answer choice J says all quadrilaterals are trapezoids. Okay. Now, while that may seem true, it is not true, because the quadrilateral is at the top. So it means that whatever's on the bottom of it is leading to the quadrilateral, like an arrow. Okay. So whatever is falling down from the quadrilateral, it must be talking about. So for all the quadrilaterals are trapezoids. No, since the arrow is pointing up towards the quadrilateral, we're not going to say that quadrilaterals are all trapezoids. Because if that's the case, we're saying, well, I'll stop what I'm saying right there. But answer choice J does not work for us either, because a trapezoid is not falling towards quadrilateral. It's moving up towards quadrilateral. I don't know if I'm making sense right there. So a quadrilateral is leading down to the trapezoid. So here our best answer choice is F, and that's number 4 on page 1. Okay. That's all the questions I'm going to do for you. So hopefully you use your journal. Not hopefully, you will use your journal. Okay. So today your centers are the math with Matt, your writing composition, your multiplication chart, and your small group with me, if I'm thinking correctly. Okay. So please do your best to get these in on time. I was, again, very generous with taking grades, even though some of them were very late. I believe that I'm giving you too much time. So remember, you're going to have today, which is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's already 5 days. 5 days for 4 assignments? I don't think so. And then Tuesday, everything is due. The only thing that's due on Monday is your multiplication chart. And you already know that. And make sure you get your parent's signature as well. Okay? So, I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you next time.